Hello, my dear friends. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of our quiet, gentle English learning podcast. Today, we are not in a classroom, not in front of a blackboard, not in a busy place. Today, we are sitting in a calm, peaceful story. A story about learning English slowly, softly, beautifully. My name is John. I am your teacher, your friend, and today I have someone special with me. Someone who is also learning English just like you.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here again.
I'm happy you're here, Jessica. And my dear listener, I am happy you are here too. Because today, we are going to take a long, warm journey, a story journey, where English grows not from grammar, not from pressure, but from simple words and simple courage. So relax, sit back, breathe slowly. Let the story begin. The story starts on a quiet morning 1 year ago. Jessica walked into my small English class for the very first time. She pushed the door slowly. Her steps were soft, like she was scared to disturb anyone. I remember that morning clearly. Do you remember that day, Jessica?
Yes, I was very nervous. I hoped you wouldn't ask me to speak.
But your eyes were asking for help. Your eyes were telling me, I don't know English, but I want to learn. And that is where every English story begins, not with perfect words, but with a simple desire. You sat on the last seat, quietly. Your notebook was new, your pen was new, but your confidence was very small.
Yes, I was scared. I thought English was like a mountain, big, difficult, impossible.
But the truth is, English is not a mountain. English is a small path made of small steps. And that day, something special happened. The class was silent, students were waiting, and I looked at you and smiled. I asked you one simple thing. Can you tell me your name? Your hands shook. Your voice was low. You whispered, My name is Jessica. Just 5 simple words. But my dear listener, those 5 simple words were the beginning of her new life. Today, she speaks with calmness. Today, she speaks with honesty. Today, she speaks with heart. And this is why our podcast is called Simple English, Big Results. Jessica, do you know the first thing I noticed about you?
My bad English?
No, I noticed your courage. You were scared, but you still spoke.
But my English was so broken.
Every beautiful thing begins broken. A seed breaks before it becomes a tree. A river breaks the stones before it becomes a path. And English becomes fluent only after it becomes broken many times. Let me tell my listeners a small moment from that day. After class, you waited near the door. You came to me slowly, almost like a child holding a secret, and you said, John, can I really learn English? Because people laugh. And I told you something I want every listener to hear today. My dear, people laugh because they don't understand courage. Do you remember that?
Yes, your words stayed in my heart.
Good, because courage is the first English lesson. Words come later. Weeks passed. Day by day, your English started to change. Not because of grammar books, not because of difficult vocabulary, but because of something else. Do you know what changed you?
Your rule. Use simple English, but speak every day.
Yes, that's the secret of fluency. Not 100 new words, but 10 simple words every day, spoken with confidence. You used to say, "I am scared. I can try. I will learn." These words are enough for today. Slowly, these sentences became stronger. Now, let me take our listeners deeper into the story. One evening, after 3 months, I saw you practicing alone in the classroom. The room was empty, only the sound of a ceiling fan, and your voice soft, slow, simple. You were reading a small sentence. "I can speak English." Again and again, "I can speak English." Not loudly, not fast, but with hope. And I remember standing at the door, watching quietly. I did not disturb you, because that moment was magic. The moment you started believing in yourself.
That day, I cried after practice, not because I was sad, but because I felt hope for the first time.
Hope speaks the best English. Now, my dear listener, let's return to our story in the present. Jessica is sitting beside me, her voice calm, her English simple, but her heart strong. Let's continue the conversation as part of our story. Jessica, tell me, what was the hardest part of learning English?
The fear of people, the fear of making mistakes, the fear that someone will laugh.
And what helped you fight that fear?
Your small exercises. You would say, speak for 30 seconds. Speak 3 simple sentences. Speak even if you shake. Simple tasks. Small steps. They built my confidence.
Exactly. Small steps, big results. Now, let me share another small moment with our listeners. One day, you came to class early. You looked excited. You told me, "John, today I spoke English with a shopkeeper." And I smiled because I knew that one simple conversation was bigger than any grammar lesson. What did you say that day?
I said, "Hello, how much is this?" That's all.
But that was enough. That was victory. Because real English lives in real life. Not in books, not in exams, but in small conversations that build real confidence. Let's continue our story with a soft practice moment. John, Jessica, speak slowly. Imagine you are talking to our listeners.
My friends, I want to tell you something. Don't be scared of English. Speak small sentences. Speak simple words. Speak from your heart. If I can learn, you can learn too.
Beautiful. See how simple English touches the heart? And now, the final part of our story. After 1 year, after many small sentences, after many moments of fear, you walked into class with a smile. Not a shy smile, but a confident smile. You said, "John, I can speak now. Not perfectly, but freely." That sentence, simple, strong, true, was the biggest result of your entire journey.
And today, sitting in this podcast, I feel proud.
And you should. Because your story is not only your story, it is the story of everyone listening. Every listener who is scared, every learner who feels small, every heart that wants to speak. You are their voice today. And, my dear listener, if you are listening to this right now, let me tell you, your English is not small. Your English is growing. Your English is enough. And your journey has already started. With simple English comes big results. Always. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, my dear listener. This is John, and this was our story today. Stay kind, stay brave, and keep speaking.
We are with you, always.